Guys, welcome to Daily Current Affairs series. Today we will discuss about 16th April current affairs. Myself Sunny Sandeep. Welcome to my channel Gear Up for Group 1 exam. Let us discuss the current affairs. The first one, industries operating in rural areas to reopen on April 20. What are the relations to be given that after April 20? Now we are facing lockdown up to May 3rd. If you see the last 3 days statistics of corona cases, last 2 days back recorded 1200 cases in a day. After that 1000 cases in a day. Yesterday they recorded that 800 cases in a day. Though 800 is not a small number, but we are observing decreasing in cases. For that after April 20 we may give some relaxations to industries operating in rural areas. What are the industries to be allowed, what not to be allowed, we will discuss later. The first, we have to put some stringent rules and punishments to the who are violating that rules, the lockdown rules. They are wearing masks in public places is compulsory, spitting is an offence, people violating quarantine will be punished under section 188 of Indian Penal Code. What industries should be allowed? They are all agriculture and horticulture activities, MG Narega, that is Mahatma Gandhi National Rural Employment Guarantee Act, works with strict implementation of social distancing and mask use. Postal services including postal offices, bank branches and ATMs, operation of animal husbandry farms, collection, processing, distribution and sale of milk and milk products. What should not be allowed? Public transport, taxis, autos and cab aggregators, all passenger movement by trains except for security purpose. Please underline it, for security purpose only. After that, all domestic and international air travel except for medical reasons and security purpose. Please underline it, only for except for medical reasons and security purpose only, not for official transport. That is next one, religious places, educational institution, places of entertainment should be closed up to May 3rd. If you do like this, giving some relaxations to industries, we may boost our economic condition also. We may give some scope to livelihood also. Next one, HC strikes down GO on English medium in schools, Andhra Pradesh government. What is HC? High Court strikes down government order on English medium. What is the government order? That is English medium compulsory from classes 1 to 6th in primary, upper primary and high schools. Jagan Mohan Reddy government gave ordinance, that is GO, that is English medium is compulsory from classes 1 to 6th. Here why High Court is strike down? Here is it is a violative of articles 14, 21 and 21A. Right of Children to Free and Compulsory Education Act 2009. What is article 21A? It is the 86th amendment of Constitution 2002 Act. What it said? It said the age between 6 to 14 years they have right to study, that is fundamental right of there. If you impose English medium in rural areas or some weaker sections, it will be difficult for them. They are unable to cope up with that. That violates the motto of the free education and compulsory education under Education Act 2009. For that, Constitution came up with 86th amendment, that is 2002. Next one, editorial explanation, disastrous decision. What is disastrous decision taken by America President Trump? Halting fund to WHO. What is the amount that halting fund? That is contribution almost $500 million. By halting this, what will happen? Halting fund not only impact the functioning of the global body but also hurt humanity. We have to look into it, but not appropriate decision in the midst of pandemic situation. There are some political reasons. They are claiming that some false allegations or some statements also, but we don't want to take care of that. First we have to, what is World Health Organization, what it will do, what is the pandemic situation, how to curtail, we have to concentrate on it. Please don't take it as political issue. We have to see as for our exam only, exam point of view only. Next one, outdated census data keep 10 crore out of PDS, said by economists. What is PDS? Public Distribution System. That is by state-wise National Food Security Act coverage. If you want to give some PDS, that is Public Distribution System, we have to give some NFSA coverage, that is National Food Security Act, that is supposed to be cover 67% of total population. That is almost now total 137 crore people are there. 60% of that 137 crores is 91 crores. 91 crores should be get PDS system, that is public distribution of ration. Previously, according to 2011 census, that is only 117 crores are there. For that, only they are getting 80% of that population only. As estimated, 2.8 crore people have been left out the public distribution system in Uttar Pradesh, the most in any state. The table list of the 5 states which may have highest under coverage PDS. Under coverage, if you see what are the states, the first one Uttar Pradesh, coverage in population, that is 2011 census 15.1 crore. Coverage in 2020 18.06, almost difference is 2.8. In Bihar 8.71, coverage in 2020 10.48, that is 1.77. Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Maharashtra, total if you take it as in India, coverage in 2011 is 81. Coverage in 2020 92.18. If you minus that one, if you take the difference between that one, almost estimated under coverage is 10.8 crores. That is outdated census. We have to keep in this midst of this pandemic situation. Poor people are unable to get their ration. If they are not getting ration, how they can live? They are not having any works. They are not doing any works. How they can live? We have to give some systematic PDS system to the who are not eligible, who are unable to apply that ration cards. We have to give. We have to supply for food everyone. Then only we can cope up with this COVID situation. Next one, Russian firm to donate $2 million to the PM Cares. What is PM Cares? Prime Minister's Citizens Assistance Relief in Emergency Situation. That is PM Cares. The donation would be first, as India has so far not taken funds from foreign state-run entities. We know that India is not taken any funds from the foreign states. Now, what is the Russian company is giving donate to the $2 million? That is Rosbonexport. That is giving arms to our India company. How we are taking donations? If we are taking from foreigners, they are NRIs, non-resident Indians, PIOS, person India origins, international entities such as foundations. Previously, we know that one situation happened. That is, previously refused to accept donations from UAE, United Arab Emirates, for Kerala floods in 2018. Our India government refused to accept donations from UAE because we have some domestic relief fund. With that we can cope up that, like that they refused. In this situation also, MHA is telling, that is Rosbonexport is from previously predecessor of Delhi. That's why we are taking. That MHA is claiming like that. Whatever it may be, we are getting some fund. We have to curb that situation. This fund is for combating the COVID-19 situation. Next one. Here I want to give some note. In our people also, some people are donating to PM Cares, but some fraudulent UPI address are there. Like the original one I will tell, that authenticated and natural government one, that is PM Cares @SBI only. No space, no dots, nothing is there. Spelling is PMCARES @SBI. Some people are, some fraudulents are doing like PM.CARESS @UBI @SBI some UPI address. If you giving that fake address, if you follow up that fake address, that amount will go to fake address only. Don't go to that amount won't go to the PM cares. Please take care of that one. Next one, I promise to make a national parks in every state. Now we will discuss about national parks in Haryana. The first one, Sultanpur National Park and Kaleswar National Park. In this Haryana, only two important national parks are there, that is Sultanpur National Park and Kaleswar National Park. With this we can conclude our video. Thank you very much. Please subscribe to my channel. Gear up for Group 1 exam. Signing off, your Sunny Sandeep. Thank you.